Hear me out, man. I know you guys are about, damn, Cal what you saying, bro? Every man should get married. But hear me out before you get out here and start judging. What's up with it, kicks? He's a Cal, bro. Marriage. What's up with marriage, bro? Why you talking about marriage? You know, oh man, oh God, let's get a hiccup, man. Shit, I gotta drink some water. I've been drinking, so I gotta get some water, man. Shit. Oh, man. Okay, I got the hiccups. Okay, I'm better. Oh, damn. Okay. We gotta throw this in the garbage can, man, because I can't carry this shit like this. Before you guys talk about what about what about everything? What about the prenup? What about this? I hear me out before you guys start judging this shit and start kicking in doors. You know, the reason why I say marriage is important to a man, and the thing is, uh, when you look at studies, married men married men live longer than men who are bachelors into the end. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, look at Kevin Samuels. I think that if he was married, he would have been living a little bit longer than he was. But he was living a bachelor life. You feel what I'm saying? And he was by himself. You know, Kevin Samuels was a celebrity here on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but he wasn't married. He didn't have a woman, man. Yeah, he was having sex. But also, he was 57 years old, drinking a bunch of Red Bulls every single goddamn day. Yeah, it's gonna catch up to you big time, you know. But if you're married, you live a little bit longer than men who are bachelors. That's on the real. I mean, study shows that married men live longer than bachelors. Men who try to be bachelors their whole entire life. You know, that guy, even if you're not married, let's say you're not married, you want to have like a live-in girlfriend, you'll live a little bit longer than the guys who are out here struggling to get girlfriends. You feel me? So when I look at the study shows that men who are bachelors, you know, they live shorter lives than men who are married. All right, boss. It's my last time, man. I'm done. All right. Well, out back. $15. Somebody gave it to me.
No.
You don't want it? Steakhouse? You want Panera Bread? $25. All right. I got a lot of these here, man. Starbucks. Hey, Target. Target. I got a lot. Hey, Chipotle. Hey, for real. Have a good, have a good night, brother.
Hey.
Give me a bag. Give me a bag. I'll put it in my backpack. Thank you. Have a good night. Nah, it's, motherfuckers. Let me tell you something about the marriage deal. Yeah, you sleeping with the same woman the whole entire night or your whole entire life, but you live longer. You know what I'm saying? Men who don't get married, they got shorter lives than men who do get married. Now, it depends. It depends if you got a crazy woman that's fucking your shit up. You feel me? You know, if she gonna drag you to the grave real quick. Is that Berto? That's not Berto. That is not Berto. Yeah, that's not Berto. I'm telling you. Yeah, Kelcat, what you talking about, bro? Marriage it's not safe for men. I mean, tell that to the incels though. The incels would love to be. There's a lot of incels that would love to be married, man. Motherfuckers who ain't got a whole lot of money. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? That want to be married. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, that is not Berto. I thought that was Berto for a minute. But for real though, you know, you know, you live a little bit longer when you're married, bro. When you're by yourself, bro, you're not. Let me tell you something, man. You're not eating healthy. You're eating a bunch of junk to cope. Okay, Heaton Secede is not gonna live to be. He's not gonna live to be like 50 or 55. He's gonna die early because he's so goddamn overweight, and he ain't got no woman by his side. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna be able to live like that. So my thing is myself, Kelcat, bro. I'm gonna get married overseas. And I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna take the bag to overseas, man, and get married out there and have a family out there, man. Um, I know I want the cars and stuff and the jewelry and all that other shit, you know. But it's time for me to get married and settle down as a man in his 40s and shit, man. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time to be playing around and shit. You feel me? You know. Boobs, I can tell that she's losing interest. I don't really care at this point in my life. I don't care, bro. Even though I'm still interested in her, but I can tell she's not interested in me like it was before. You know what I'm saying? But you know, she's young. She's very young, so you know that. You know how that shit go, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Youngster, for real. You know, but like I said, bro, study shows that married men live longer than bachelors, bro. A lot of niggas, they check out early because they ain't got a woman, man. You ever notice that? Biz Markie. Kevin Samuels. He checked out on a female, that was a call girl. Okay. She was an escort. And he checked out Kevin Samuels real quick. Nigga wasn't married, bro. You gotta settle down at one point in your life and be a married man, bro. And I know a lot of motherfuckers, they gonna kick in the door and say, man, what the fuck you talking about? Marriage ain't safe for men. I'm like, okay, uh, say that to Kevin Samuels. The guy didn't live past 60, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm seeing guys out here, they married, they're living past 60, bro. They're living past 60. They're like old as shit. Especially the Asian people out here, man. These motherfuckers is old as shit, and they got their wife next to them, walking, and they're old as shit. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get out of here, man, cause you ain't gonna live very long thinking I'm a player and jumping from one bedroom to the next. My father didn't live very long. He didn't get to see 70, my father, man. He was always in some females' panties all the time, man. Every time I seen this nigga, bro, he was always in some females' panties, okay? Man, he gotta give me some goddamn, what the fuck? Man, give me some, he tripping. He gotta give me a plastic bag in his piece. When you got a family and you got kids, you got something to live for. So it'll make you straighten up. A lot of gangsters, man, once they had children, they stopped gang banging. A lot of motherfuckers, once they had children, they stopped eating junk. They start eating right. I think marriage is good for men, even though some of you guys talk about, man, marriage ain't good for men. But if you plan to stay married, then yeah, it's good for you. It'll help you live longer, man. You feel what I'm saying? It'll help you live longer in this peace. Being lonely all the time, man, you got a shorter life, man. I ain't gonna, you know what, bro? I'm putting that on everything. You got a shorter life when you're by yourself, bro. Cause all the coping shit, that's gonna cause you to live longer. We're talking about alcohol, video games, okay, substance abuse. A lot of guys, they try to cope with being alone. You know what I'm saying? By themselves. Ain't got a woman to care for them, man. Ain't got a woman to cook for them healthy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me tell you something, niggas. When I was with my ex-girlfriend, I ate a lot of healthy stuff because she was cooking the healthy stuff, bro. She had the brown rice and the chicken and the vegetables on the plate. And I said, okay, this is good. This is healthy, man. I ate it because, she cooked it. But the moment I got by myself, nigga, let me tell you something. The moment I got by myself, I started eating junk. I started eating all kinds of junk. You feel me? When me and my ex-girlfriend was together, man, we ate healthy, bro. But the moment we got separated, man, I started eating junk. I became a pre-diabetic after a while, man. When you're by yourself, bro, you do reckless shit to your body. Isolation is not good for nobody. You feel what I'm saying? And Boobs is working tonight, man. She's working tonight. And I wish I could tell her how much I adore her. But I can't tell her that, man. You know what I'm saying? You live longer when you got a woman by your side, man. You feel me? You by yourself, you do reckless shit to your body. A lot of motherfuckers do reckless shit, bro. And they out here coping, talking about, oh, women is this, is women, and women is that. Man, you are coping, bro. Stop all the coping, bro. Man, I would like to, man, Boobs is here tonight, man. I would love to take her to Vegas and be with her, man. I'm to the point where, like, I'm gonna take a female to Vegas and get married in Vegas. That's how desperate I am. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I'm one desperate motherfucker. I'll take a female to Vegas and get married in Vegas, bro. Right there on the spot. With the bag. You know? I'll get the bag and go and take a female straight to Vegas and get married to her. Right there on the spot. That's how desperate the nigga really is, bro. You feel me? Cause you need somebody by your side, nigga. You need somebody by your side to keep you alive longer. Nigga by himself, man, he gonna die early, man. That's how it is, man. That's a nice Mustang he backing up into that parking lot. That's a nice Mustang. Let's get up out of here, man. Damn, hold on 1 second, man. I got too much water in this. Man, he gotta get me up. Man, he tripping, bro. Nah, he gotta give me a plastic bag, bro. I'm gonna go back into the store. Like, bro, give me a plastic bag so I can carry my water. You tripping? And I know a lot of motherfuckers, they talking about, well, marriage ain't good for men and shit like that. But it keeps the family together. I mean, it's not a good deal, but it makes sure the family stays together, man. Marriage is supposed to be forever, man. Fuck what you talking about, nigga. Marriage is supposed to be forever. We supposed to be together till death do us part. You feel what I'm saying? That's how marriage is supposed to be. Fuck all that shit. Hey, boss. Man, give me some plastic bag, man. Boss. Let me get a plastic bag, carry my water, man.
We don't have plastic bag.
Why?
You know, it's a Californian tank.
Oh, man. All right, thank you, man. Shit. Yeah. How am I gonna carry this fucking water to my spot, yo? This is bullshit, yo. They banning all plastic bags. Ain't that a bitch? Cause I know a lot of motherfuckers, they're gonna come around, well, marriage is not good for men. It's a bad deal. You know. It's a bad deal for men. You know. How could you say you should get married in this peace? Why should you get married in the peace? It's like Denzel Washington, you know. I'm the man in this piece. You will never see a lot of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. That's right. Go around, walk away. Yeah. Cause I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I say get married whenever you can. Have the cake and the wedding and the woman and shit like that, man. If your first marriage don't work out, get another marriage. Do another one. You know what I'm saying? Marry another woman, man. Keep that shit right. Look, the reason why I say marriage is good, because when I was younger, I remember my mother and father, they were married together, you know what I'm saying? And I wish my father would have stayed around a little bit longer, man. You know, at 10, my mother and my father got divorced when I was 10 years old. And I wish he would have stayed around, but he was too goddamn crazy and too abusive to fucking stick around. And you gotta have a commitment to raise a family, because marriage is about kids. Let me tell you something real quick, bro. It's about kids. It's about raising the kids until at least they're 20 years old. Fuck 18, nigga. You know, you're grown at 20, 21 years old. Okay? You feel me? Man, I wish I would have told Boobs how much I cared about her tonight. But I'm good tonight. I'm good. You gotta be there to raise the children until they fucking turn grown, man. Your kids need you, man. You feel me? So I say, marriage, I can see why, you know, hey, if you leave, your wife take everything and half, or she take half, and half of everything, you know, and child support. But the reason why it's like that is because you got to keep the family together, man, at one point, man. You can't just walk away as a father, man. You got to be a father to your kids all the way until they turn 20, 21 years old. And I say fuck 18 because you're still a baby at 18. So I say at least 20, 21, you feel me? You got to raise your kids. You feel what I'm saying? And they need a father, man. I needed my father in my teens. You feel what I'm saying? And you gotta be strict. You gotta be strict with raising your kids and stuff. And that's the reason why I say marriage is about children. Think about it, man. Was your father in your life all the way until you was 21 years old? It's a fucking goddamn commitment. You feel what I'm saying? You know, to be there, you have to be there for at least 20, 21 years, man, for your kids. You know what I'm saying? And when you make that vow, you say, you know what, I'm here until my kids are grown at least. And when your kids are grown, then you can get a divorce. Once the kids are out the house and they grown, then you can get a divorce, bro. Then you can like go your own way. But marriage is about kids. It's about raising the fucking kids, bro. And I know some of you guys come to, what about the woman? She filed for divorce first. I'm like, there's nothing you can do about that, right? All you can do is just try. You know, it is a bad deal for men. Marriage is. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a good deal for men at all, period. It's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. We all know it's not a good deal for men. You know. But you gotta raise your kids, man, and make sure your kids are good until they're 20, 21 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? 18, you a baby. At 18, bro, I was a baby. I didn't know anything at 18 years old. I didn't know shit. I wish I had a father at 18 years old. My father left the house at when I was 10, bro. Nah, I think that marriage keeps the motherfucker in check, bro. Like, nah, be a fucking goddamn a father to your kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to really get married to be together, man, and raise the kids. You don't. You can just raise the kids without marriage. You can. My sister, her boyfriend is still in there, man. He's still around, bro. My sister's boyfriend, he's still around, man. Uh, they didn't get married, but he's still around raising his kid, even though they're not married. And you could do that. You know what I'm saying? You could fucking do that. You know, my nephew is what 18 years old, and the father is still there at the house. So, and then they're not married. My sister and uh, um, my sister and her boyfriend, they're not married, of course, cause you know. But he been there at the house, raising the kid, going to all the basketball games and shit like that without marriage. So you don't really need to be married to be there for the kids. My thing is commitment. You know, uh, the kids need you, man, at the most in their teens. You feel me? That's more vital for like the kids. Okay, they need you. They need you at age 13 to like 18. That's when they need you the most. That's why you got to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? Raise the kids right. You know what I'm saying? And be there. Don't be cheating on your wife. Don't be doing the infidelity. So you gotta make sure you ain't cheating. You don't want nothing else. That's why I say, man, get a woman with a nice fat ass to marry, man. So that way you won't be out there looking for a female with a fat ass when you got a woman with a fat ass at home. Why would I want to cheat? You know, why would I want to cheat on my wife that got a fat ass when I got a fat ass at home? You feel what I'm saying? But like when I was with my ex-girlfriend, I was cheating on her with women with fat asses. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I put that on everything. I was cheating on her. I was cheating on her with women who I really wanted to be with. You know what I'm saying? So no, you get married to a woman with a fat ass, you ain't gonna want to cheat, man, because you got that shit at the house. My woman got a fat ass just like her. Why the fuck I want to cheat on her? Nah, keep that woman with a fat ass. Marry a female with a fat ass. Hold on, let's get up out of here, man. What time is it? Ooh, it's 8 o'clock, 8:10. We gotta get out of here, man. Man, we gotta replace this water because we cannot carry this water. Okay, we gotta toss that to the side. Please be there for your kids throughout their fucking lives and stuff like that, man. Please be there. Stop cheating on your wife. Stop doing that, because that's what fucked up my the marriage with my mother and my father. His infidelity. He kept on like wanting to be with other women. Okay, and he was abusive. The guy would go too goddamn far with the whoopings. That's what breaks up marriages. Is like infidelity and finances. Okay, you start going broke. Okay, yeah, it's gonna break up the marriage real quick. Cause nobody wants to be with a broke ass nigga, man. You feel what I'm saying? Please have your shit together when you get married. Don't be out here broke like a goddamn joke. He, Cat, bro, I can't believe you saying it, bro. I can't. But when I look at my life, I'm like, damn, before I had a father, until at least when I was like 21, 22 years old, I would have came out different. My father cheated. Oh shit, what the fuck? I gotta hurry up and get to the spot. This shit is Okay, back. My father cheated on my mother multiple times, bro. And that's what broke up the marriage, man. The infidelity and the abusiveness. My father went too goddamn far with the whoopings. He ain't just whoop you, bro. He whoop you until you can't sit down and shit. I mean, one time my father whooped me so goddamn bad, I couldn't sit down. My ass was so goddamn sore, I couldn't sit down nowhere. So he going too goddamn far with the whoopings. My mother had to divorce him because he was too abusive and too untrustworthy. Motherfucker would cheat all the time, man. Is Boob still here? Yeah, she's still here. Boob's got a fucking struggle card. And Boobs, she don't even know how much I dig her, man. Even though I talk shit about Boobs, but she don't even know how much I like her. Look at her car, the white car right here. She got a struggle car because look, she got like her paint is chipped off. I ain't gonna laugh at that, man. It's all good because I'm struggling myself, shit. We all struggling. You know. Man, I would love to be with her, man. We just can't do it right now, baby. I can't fucking, like, date. I'm chasing this bag, hardcore. And Little Seven is working tonight. No, Little Seven gone right now because she had a Lexus. Little Seven, she had a Lexus, man. Her family got a little bit of money because Little Seven is driving a Lexus. And she's driving a beat up, Boobs is driving a beat up Toyota with her paint, with the paint all fucked up. Man, I ain't gonna laugh. I ain't gonna laugh at that. I ain't gonna laugh at Boobs like that. Man, be there for your kids, man. And then, see, the thing is you live a little bit longer too because your wife is always cooking healthy meals and shit. You ain't eating no junk. By yourself, bro, you would die early. I put that on everything. I think Biz Markie, he wasn't married. The guy from Friday, what's his name? Debo, he wasn't married. Another guy from Friday. Man, so many people from Friday are dying. What's his name? Izelle? Remember Izelle from Friday? Man, the real actor, he died, man, in his 50s. I don't think he was married at all. Niggas die. They check out early, man, when they by themselves, man. I'm telling you. That's why it's good to be married, man. Nah, you gotta have some stuff. Some of you niggas gotta learn some goddamn dick discipline, man. Stop trying to fuck everything that fucking walks, bro. Stop trying to cheat all the time on your wife. If she ain't cheating, you shouldn't be cheating either, man. Oh, that's a nice rice rocket, man. That's a nice car right there. Man, that's a nice car right there. Man, he's serious with it. He's serious with that car, man. That's a Toyota, too. That's a nice car, man. I think cheating is not a good thing, man. I think, like, once a man, even if, I mean, I'm saying, like, once a man is committed, he should stay committed, man. I say like this, bro. Marriage is about kids, bro. It's not about, like, me and her and yeah, it's about me and her and shit. but it's more about raising children and staying with your children until the day that you die. Because a lot of us didn't have fathers. That's the reason why we in this situation right now. I would love to take Booze with me, man, and go to Vegas, man. I'm to the point where, like, I don't even care if she's a beautiful woman or not, man. As long as she treat me right and she take care of my kids and stuff, and we together as a family, I'm okay with that, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You know, I'm to the point where, like, bro, we need to settle down and build a family, and I'm willing to get married, man. I'm to the point where, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna say I do, man, because I think that's gonna keep me alive longer. I'll live a longer life. If I'm married, you will. Trust me, you will. And depends who you get married to. You know, you get married to a crazy woman, you're gonna live less, man. Not all married men live longer, you know, but you got a higher chance of living longer if you're married, okay? And that's funny. The guy who was at the store over here, man, he died, and he had a wife. He died in his 50s. But you could look at the girl, I mean, you could look at the guy and see that, damn, he was not in shape at all. He was not working out at the gym. He wasn't eating healthy. So yeah, he checked out in his 50s. I saw what he was eating, man. You feel me? I saw what he was eating. He was eating stuff, you know, that, you know, he was eating from the taco truck all the time. You know, he was eating sushi all the time over here, because there's a sushi spot. He just wasn't eating right. He wasn't working out. He wasn't lean. You know what I'm saying? He had a big old pot belly. Yeah, if you got a big old pot belly, you overweight, you got a better chance of having a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? If you're lean, you got a less of a chance to have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't treating his body right. That's the reason why he didn't live very long. And we all know we're trying to live a little bit longer out here. At least until you're 75 or 80. You know. What's up with it? What's up with it, Joey? What's up with it, Joey? Is that Joey Finglish? What's up with it, Joey Finglish? You know what I'm saying? He was married. He didn't live long, but he didn't take care of his body. You know what I'm saying? This guy at the store, they used to serve me the water and shit, bro. You know. I used to get the water over here, bro. You feel me? He was married, but yet he had a wife that wasn't cooking no healthy meals, though. You got to make sure you get a wife that's cooking healthy meals, and she understands that, damn, we got to live longer, so I'm going to cook nothing but healthy meals at least 5 times a week. Brown rice, chicken, steak, you know, fish, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, 5 times a week at least. His wife wasn't doing that for him, man. His wife used to come and bring him Indian food, and he didn't have a proper diet. I saw it. The nigga didn't have a proper diet when he was like 50-something. He was eating whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a wife that's cooking healthy meals and she's into like health and fitness like you're gonna live a little bit longer. Okay? You're gonna live a little bit longer. You feel what I'm saying? Now the man at the store, he gone. He ain't coming back. He dead. You know. You know. But he ain't coming back. You feel me? So all this stuff with motherfuckers out here living a bachelor life, you know, it's stupid. I mean, it's good when you're in your 20s and 30s, that's fine. But once you get to your 40s and 50s, man, you gotta start looking for a wife. You feel what I'm saying? What's up? She didn't mess with you this morning. She didn't mess with you this morning, right? You call the cops? Did you call the cops? You called.
Last time I called the cops, they said, well, she didn't do nothing to you.
Oh, yeah.
We're not even
As long as she's not doing nothing to you, it's all good.
She's like waiting, watching for me. And then at the library, the security guard at Valley Med, because you know how I hang out at Valley Med in the morning before the library opens? Well, I was charging my charger in there. And tell me why she went straight to the plug. I had my charger and she just stood right in front of it.
Get you some. Yeah, she's not gonna do nothing.
I moved to the library because she stayed in the health center.
She's not gonna do nothing.
And then the security guard called the cops on her.
Yeah.
Kicked her out. So she's not supposed to be in the building and she's not supposed to be in here.
You got pepper spray?
Yeah. My boy John gave us some pepper spray.
Yeah, that's all you need right now at this
She
point.
put that under my bed, but I'm like, I'm shutting the door. Like when the library closes, you know, and everybody leaves, I'm gonna shut the door.
Yeah, make sure you get it open at 6.
Like, I was coming back over here at like 7 o'clock. I was like, I want to make it in there before she shows up. You know, before she comes through. Tell me why she followed me.
Make sure you get it open.
My friend John actually
followed me. Listen, Kat, make sure you get that door open around 3 a.m. because the people need to come in and change it. Yeah. So around 3:30, you gotta have it up. Cause then the thing is, they're gonna complain about why is everything locked up. We need to get the trash cans emptied. So they start complaining about the shit. That's probably what triggered a lot of shit. You closing the doors, yeah, that keep you safe, but also the higher ups, they're gonna say, hey, who's locking our shit up? We need the trash cans empty.
Been quieter.
Huh?
Since I started locking the doors.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's other people coming in, like the trash man come in. He need to come in and clean some stuff.
And I know the guy with the blue card too. He
Yeah,
shows up like 5
yeah, that's the janitor. You definitely don't want to lock him out because he's the one.
Oh no, he says good morning to me.
Yeah, you don't want to lock him out because he go and snitch. Even though he's saying good morning, he would go snitch like, hey, I was locked out. I couldn't get inside the garage. So then that triggers the higher up to come out here like, what's going on? How come
weed you gave me?
it's strong, huh?
It's been lasting me all day, man.
But make sure you get up like around like 3:30. 3:30 and open up everything because we don't want them to be kicking us out of here, man. Because I don't want to kick.
I showed D how to open it already. He's up there.
Is D here? He probably here.
I don't know, but because he was leaving this morning when I was opening it everything up, and I showed him the button to push.
Yeah. So it's just like, man, make sure everybody's getting in and out because we don't want no complaints. Have a good night.
You don't know how to drink extra shot on.
No. Nope. So yeah, uh, it depends how you look at it. When you're raising children, your ass supposed to be married. You feel what I'm saying? Now I ain't talking about getting married to a gold digger that's gonna take everything, you know. I'm saying get married to a woman who really cares about you, who's really attracted to you. You feel what I'm saying? And my parents is falling now. Kelcat losing all kinds of weight. I think the guy, the lotto winner, what's his name? Richard Lusting. That's that nigga name. The lotto winner, Richard Lusting. He lived to be 66 or 67. He was married, but also he was overweight. That being overweight, guys, that's what causes you to have an early death, man. You know what I'm saying? Being overweight would cause an early death, man. You gotta stay lean. That's why I start doing 1 meal a day right now. Boobs don't even know how much I adore her, man. She don't even know that. I never really told her how much I adore her. I kept it on the down low. I'm at the spot right now, man. I'm tired. Very tired. You know, it's good. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I think when you got kids involved, man, that's why I don't understand why Larry Wills got married to that woman if he can't have no children. Because marriage is about children. It's not about anything else. It's about raising those kids until they turn a certain age. Because I remember, you know, I wish my father was around until at least I was 20, man. He wasn't around like that though. You know, a lot of motherfuckers, they get selfish. They want to hit different pussy. They wanna cheat on their wives because they want some different pussy or something like that. But you gotta understand, people suffer when you do that. Your kids suffer. Sorry guys, I've been drinking. My face is all puffed up. So I've been drinking. You know, drinking, that shit puff your face up. You gotta be married. I think that all men should be married, man. You know, and I ain't saying this because I'm drunk or whatever, man. But it's like, okay, think about it, man, when you didn't have a father when you was younger, you feel what I'm saying? How you wish your father would stayed with you until you was like at least 20, 21 years old. And I mean, you would have turned out different, man. A lot of us, if we would have had a father in our life, we would have turned out different, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't have a father, man. You feel me? Hold on one second. And all your father thought was, all your father thought about was his dick, bro. That's all your father thought about was getting laid with another woman. And it fucks up your life when they do that. It's called the motherfucker don't have self-control, bro. Yeah. Every time you cheat on your wife and you got kids, you're fucking up. You're fucking up everything. When you get married, you supposed to you supposed to stay married, man, until death do you part. Cause then you raise the kids until they get a certain age, man, and the kids come out better when they got a father and a mother in the household, man. The kids come out really badly, man, if they ain't got a father or a mother that's together, man. My nephew, he coming out real good because even though my sister my sister is not married to him, he's still been there. Even though my sister didn't get married to the boyfriend or something like that, like my nephew, he still got a father, even though they're not married. So really, you don't really have to get married. You just need to be there until the kid turn a certain age, man. Stop giving in to your dick, bro. That's all I gotta say. Cause that's what my father used to do, man. He gave in to his dick. You feel me? And when you do that, it destroys everything. It destroys the family. It destroys your kid having a father. It's just like, once you get married, you have to be there for the children until they turn a certain age. And then you could get divorced. And then you can cheat. Let's say your kid is already 22 years old. They grown. They out the house. Then you can get your swerve on. You can go out and cheat all you want to. The kids are fucking grown now. You don't have to. You feel me? Yeah. The kids are fucking grown now. You feel me? Not when a kid is an infant. Don't cheat when a kid is an infant. Don't cheat when a kid is in kindergarten. Don't do that, please. Or when a kid is in like middle school or even high school, don't cheat. It destroys everything, bro. Infidelity destroyed marriages. And what else? Infidelity destroyed marriages. And finance. When a man start going broke and he ain't got no money, that destroys marriages too. So you got infidelity, and then you got motherfuckers who ain't got their bread together. They start going broke, and that's what destroys marriages too. Finances. You know what I'm saying? So keep your finances up, man. Keep your bread up when you in the marriage. Keep taking care of the kids until they get a certain age, man. Because we needed our fathers. We needed our mothers until we turn a certain age, man. It's like why do motherfuckers always think about their dick, bro? I mean, come on now. Why? Why do you always think about your dick? Motherfuckers want to just cheat because I'm getting tired of the same pussy every single goddamn day. It's like nobody told you to get married at a young age, nigga. I mean, damn. At this point in my life, bro, if I was married, I would stay faithful until at least the kid was fucking at least 20, 21 years old, man. You gotta think of your kids before you start sticking your dick into another woman, man. It just fucks up everything. My father, it fucked up everything, bro. He was always trying to get with another woman all the time, bro. It just messed up everything, bro. And it messes up other people's lives, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about your kids before you start cheating with another woman. Do I really want to cheat with this woman for temporary pleasure and have this marriage be destroyed and my kids be, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta separate from my kids. That's that temporary pleasure. Let me tell you something, nigga. The temporary pleasure, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You should have got that shit out of your system when you was like in your 20s and shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? You should have got that shit out of your system. And you out here, you know what I'm saying, cheating on your woman while your kids are at home sleep. They trying to get ready for school in the morning, and you out there cheating and shit, and it destroys families, bro. It destroys. I wish my father was around. I wish he would have never had cheated on my mom. You know what I'm saying? I wish that, you know, I wish I would have had a father throughout my 20s. It's just like, once you get married, you're making a vow to stay with her, you know, through sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, man, I would have turned out different if I had a father, man. But some niggas ain't got that dick discipline like that, man. They let their dick just control everything. Like me, I don't let my dick control anything, bro. Like, I've been celibate for like at least what? I've been celibate for how long, bro? Last time I had sex was 2 years ago. And sub 5 stalker don't count because I couldn't get my dick in, so sub 5 stalker don't count. You feel me? I'm like, why do you always want to let your dick control everything, bro? If my father would have been less abusive, and if he would have been faithful, I would have came out totally different. We would have came out totally different. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's not, the juice is not worth the squeeze, man. It's not worth the squeeze. You feel me? Don't do that to your child. Don't do that to your kids, bro. You feel me? Boy, Boobs is here tonight, man. I'm secretly in love with Boobs, bro. I'm secretly in love with her. Even though she's Filipina and I'm black, I'm secretly in love with her. You know. Sometimes you gotta learn self-control, man. What's up with it, Captain Commander? What's up with it? Yeah, Joey Finglish is Joey Finglish in the house. Joey Finglish. you know. You know. What's up with the Captain Commander? Yeah, Joey Finglish in this motherfucker. But like I said, man, the marriage thing will help you live longer. But it depends who you pick to marry. If you pick a crazy lady that's gonna drive you nuts, you'll live less, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tired. I'm so tired, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, Everybody like, oh well, marriage is not good for men. It's not really good. But what about the children though? You're supposed to be there raising the children. You ain't supposed to be out there cheating with your wife or some shit like that. Cheating on your wife. If you're not out there, I said cheating with your wife, a fucking threesome and shit. Uh, Cheating on your wife. You ain't supposed to be out there doing that shit, bro. When you get the vows and you married and stuff like that, man, you ain't supposed to be cheating. There were some guys who, a while back, when me and my ex-girlfriend were together, the owners of LA Boxing, they was always cheating on their wives with some young, hot, tenderoni female. You feel what I'm saying? And one of them I think both of them got divorced, and then that ended the LA Boxing uh, gym because they both suffered a divorce, and their wives took half of everything. So that fucked up everything. That fucked up everything. They was they thought they was the shit, man. They was meeting at these females at like bars and clubs and taking them to a hotel or to an apartment that their wives didn't know about. They were fucking these bras, and these fucking the wives found out about that shit, man, and they got divorced. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it's just like niggas just let their dick just take over, man. I don't let my dick take over, bro. Like I got self control. I could have been fucked boobs long time ago. I could have been fucked the Indian chick. I haven't seen her in about a week, by the way. I haven't seen the Indian chick in about a week. But my dick is in control, bro. I don't like let my dick just get out there like that. Especially after that incident with Sub 5 Stalker. That traumatized me for life. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, I don't let my dick take control anymore, and I got control over it. My dick don't got control over me. I got control over my dick. You feel what I'm saying? I don't just. I think about before I fucking do some shit. You feel what I'm saying? I think about shit before I do shit. So I was like, okay, what's the outcome of this shit right here? You know what I'm saying? The outcome is, oh, Sub 5 Stalker. Oh, she was stalking me for like 5 months because I let my dick get the best of me, man. You feel me? You know, she stalked me for 5 months, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was some scary ass shit, bro. And she would not leave me alone. You gotta remember, man. I was like, man, this bitch won't leave me the fuck alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? She kept throwing coffee on my car every single day for 5 months. We talking about this shit started when? In October of last year. Okay? October of last year. And then we talking about the beginning of October though. It wasn't like the end of, no, it was the beginning of October, like around October 3rd, October 4th, something like that. We started messing around with each other. And then I think the middle of October, that's when she started becoming crazy. And then middle of October, she started becoming crazy. And then it kept going on when she was throwing coffee on my car throughout October, the middle of October, and then November, she kept doing it. And then December, she kept doing that shit, bro. And then January, New Year's Eve and everything, she still kept doing that shit, bro. And then February. And then I think March is when she had the stroke. Sub 5 Stalker had the stroke. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? She had the stroke. And I was like, thank goodness she had the stroke because she was making it hard for me to live out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And she just kept on fucking with me, bro. I had to leave the area, man, for like a 2 or 3 weeks, man, to get away from that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a commitment, man. Until the kids are grown, bro. That's because when you're playing with, look, you're bringing new people into the world, man. You're playing with somebody's life. You're playing with the kids' life. You know what I'm saying? The kids need a father in their life, man. You feel what I'm saying? All the way until they turn a certain age. That's why you shouldn't cheat. You shouldn't go broke. You know what I'm saying? You should always have money in your pocket, taking care of the family. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the family got everything that they need and shit like that. Uh, Not having a father in your life, it destroys your whole entire life. You feel me? I'm not out here just preaching some shit. I'm speaking facts. A lot of motherfuckers need a father in their life, bro. You need a father in your life. And the cheating and stuff, man. That's why a lot of guys ain't, you know, why a lot of motherfuckers ain't got fathers, man. You ain't got a father to show you the ropes. Marriage is a commitment, man. That's why I say some men deserve to be married and should be married because it's about children. It's not about you and her, man. It's about raising those children and what's good for the children. Remember how young you were, man? You didn't have a father or nothing like that or something like that. You didn't have a father because your father got too goddamn horny and he wanted another woman. You know what I'm saying? Either he was cheating all the time or he was you know what I'm saying, he was always lusting after other women and shit. And when you do that, it just fucks up the whole entire fucking marriage, man. It fucks up everything. I think if my daddy wasn't a cheater, you know what I'm saying, if he wasn't overly abusive, I would have came out totally different, man. Kids need their father, man. So I don't know why niggas be going out there cheating on their wives, man. I'm like, damn, if you would have got a female with a nice fat ass, you wouldn't have to be cheating. A lot of guys, they settle for women that they didn't want, and then later on they figure out they didn't want that, you know, and they end up cheating on their wives, man. And you shouldn't be doing, especially if there's kids involved, man. You should not be out there cheating on your wife, man. I wish my father would have never had cheated on my mother, man. Things would have totally turned out differently, man. But some motherfuckers, they're not like you know. Hold on 1 second, man. Some motherfuckers, what the fuck is it? Okay, I got this. Sorry guys, I gotta wipe my feet off. So I'm getting some body wipes. Some motherfuckers, they can't control their dick, man, no matter how much they try. Even if there's kids involved. Oh, man, they got to have another woman, man. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, it fucks up the life of the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up everything. You know? Wait until the kids are fucking grown and then get your cheat on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, man. You know? Why you gotta be involved in infidelity, huh? Why you gotta be involved with that, bro? It fucks up people's lives. It fucks up the kids' lives. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up your life. That's what ends marriages, man. You know what I'm saying? My mother and father was married for 10 years, bro. They was married for 10 years. And then you over abusive. You want to beat the kid until the kid is having seizures, or you want to beat the kid until, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, be faithful to your wife until the kids are grown, bro. Until the kids are grown, and then you can cheat. Then you can get your cheat on, man. Motherfuckers ain't got dick discipline, man. It's the reason why a lot of niggas don't become successful, man, too. You know what I'm saying? They don't become successful. Niggas they don't got dick discipline. They let their dick go around everywhere, man. And destroys all kinds of lives, man. Imagine if your father had dick discipline, man. You would come out totally different. Get the woman you really want to marry then. Don't fucking be settling for women that you don't want to marry. I think a lot of guys, what they do is they get married to a woman, and then they see a female that they really like, the one they could have waited for, and then they get their cheat on. This woman had a bigger ass than my wife. Oh, my wife got a small ass. It's not what I really wanted, but this woman right here, she got a nice fat ass. Oh, get you a woman and get married to a woman with a nice fat ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, get married to a woman with a nice fat ass. Why you gotta cheat, man? It makes up, you know what, bro? It messes up a whole lot of families, man. The cheating and the infidelity, it fucked up my life. I wish my father would have been more faithful to my mother, but he wasn't, bro. And he continued to have women throughout his whole, my father, he continued to have women throughout his whole entire life until he died, bro. He just could not stay away from females, bro. Now, not even for the bag. That's why I say me and my father, we're totally different. I haven't had sex in 2 years. If my father couldn't have sex for 2 years, you feel me? He would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why me and my father are totally different. I'm more in love with the bag. He was more in love with sex and busting a nut. You know, I'm more in love with the bag and starting a family. He was more in love with busting a nut with another woman and destroying our lives and making our lives difficult and crazy. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when you cheat and stuff, bro, you fuck up the kids' lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up the kids' lives. The kids ain't gonna have a father, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be, your dick is in control of you, man. You know what I'm saying? My dick ain't, let me tell you something, nigga. My fucking dick it's not in control of me, man. I control my dick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I know when I get married, I'm going to be a good husband. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going to be cheating out there, man. Especially the dick discipline that I got right now. Shit. All kinds of discipline right now. Why niggas do that, bro? It just messes up everything. You know, you feel me? It messes up everything. Why you gotta be like that, man? Why you gotta be like that? Where my homeboy D at, man? He ain't here tonight. Shit. A lot of niggas needed their father, man. A lot of people, like, you understand, like, it ain't just your life you fucking up when you cheat on your wife. You fucking up other people's lives. Before you stick your dick into the other woman, you gotta think about your kids, man. Like, damn, if I stick my dick into this other female, what about my kids? What they gonna do? You supposed to be living for your kids. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You gotta be living on earth for your kids. Once you start having children, you gotta start living for your kids, man. You know, you gotta start living for your kids. Meaning that your kids come first before anything in this world. Once your kids are grown, then you can get your cheat on. Shit. Wait till the kids get to be about, wait till the kids get to be about, 20, 21, 22 years old. And once the kids are grown and out the house, you can cheat. And then if my kids are grown, I can cheat now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man. What's up with it, Captain Commander? Preach. My pops cheated so much that he almost bought his side piece into the home for sleepovers. That's fucked up, man. That's real fucked up. Like, man, you gotta control your dick, bro. When you get into a relationship, make sure the woman got everything that you like. I'm talking about ass, titties. So that way you won't have to go out and cheat on her, man. If I had a woman that had ass and titties at home, bro, you know what I'm saying, with a nice big ass and the big old titties, I wouldn't be cheating on her, man. I got everything I want. I got ass and titties at home. I don't have to go out and find this shit. But a lot of motherfuckers, they be getting these women that they really not attracted to, and they end up cheating on them. Or they're attracted to them, you know what I'm saying? But the woman, she's lacking in the booty, but she got some big old titties. Or she's flat in the chest, but she got a big old booty. So it's like, you gotta get a woman that's she's fulfilled in all areas. You feel what I'm saying? In all areas she's fulfilled. She got titties, she got ass. So that way you be like, okay, you see a female in public, you be like, oh, my woman at home, she got some big old ass. She got a big ass too. She got some big old titties and stuff. I don't need to go out and cheat. Some motherfuckers cheat, they see something different. They be like, damn, my fucking goddamn woman, she ain't got no titties, but she got a big old ass. But this woman right here, she got some big old titties and she got a big old ass. So I'm like, man, like be happy when you get married, man. Like, man, you cheating on motherfuckers, man, and all that other shit, man. What's up with it? You guys have a good night. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.